Hello, and welcome to Horizon Forbidden West. As you can see, I've prepared a beautiful view for us today. Did I know it was going to be like this? No, because when I set up the stream, it was nighttime. I couldn't see like beyond 3 feet in front of me. I was like, oh look, there's robots down there. That could be nice. Meanwhile, they're like, oh yeah, when it becomes daytime, you'll have like a view of the ocean. It'll be great. And I'm like, I didn't know that. So I just accidentally into a great view for the start of the stream. So, you know, we're already on good terms today. Terms? Terms is not the right word there. Good beginning. Good steady footing. Good ground. Something like that. Anyway. I had an idea, and I thought it was going to be a very fun idea. You see, this is my cliff. As you can see, our quest is like, go all the way down here, it'll be fun. I'm like, sure, maybe later. But there's a cauldron right there. You can see it. It's a big triangle in a rock. This is a game where you have a glider. So, I'm thinking, glide down over that shell tortoise. Dude, what's it called?
It's weak to acid.
Shell snapper. Over that. Then none of them are going to see me. I'm going to go right into the cauldron. That's the plan. But before that, hello. Good day. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I didn't even check the calendar, but I realized that it had to be Wednesday because I'm doing something later. Which is what I was going to lead into. I was going to say this stream might be a bit shorter than normal. It might be like a 2.5 hour dealio as opposed to a 3.5 hour dealio. Just because I've got stuff I got to do later, and it involves leaving the house. And if you got to leave the house, you got to leave like an extra half an hour for yourself to put your shoes on, because that's how long that takes sometimes. And yeah, so this stream may not be long, but I'm thinking we can at least get a cauldron done and walk over there maybe. Also, I just really wanted to play more Horizon, because it's a game, the more I play it, the more I enjoy playing it. It's just got an exponential fun curve, because the more I play it, the more I get into the world, and I'm like, wow, look at that, wow, it's so cool. It's just, it knows what I want to do, and it lets me do it. And I find that to be a very nice thing about the game. Also, I'm looking at what I can upgrade, and I have nothing. So what do I need to upgrade this? Snap more and clamber jaws. So if I see snap mores, murder them. Clamber jaws too. Cool. What to upgrade my bow and arrows? Roller back. Clamber jaw. What is a clamber jaw? Snap more shells. Snell shapper. Snapper. Green shine. Snap more. Lots of snap more required. Okay. We'll see what we can do about that. But for now, alley-oop!
Something's holding up.
Yay! It's so
I
nice.
just sneak into that cauldron without being seen. Might want to take care of these machines first.
You want to bet? Anyway, you want to bet I can't get into this cauldron without being seen? Because I think you're wrong. Skill. You have 5 more levels beneath the recommended level for this cauldron. Oh.
I missed it. This kelp might give me some cover.
Oh. Hold on, it's 5 levels too low. That's... maybe I shouldn't do this. Or maybe it's just an excuse for me to be really cool and win anyway. I mean, as long as I have enough arrows, right? Down. Override. Sure. We're doing an underwater one. This is interesting. Halo, did you just say something? I couldn't hear you. It was busy overloading a thing. Be about to enter, we'll be able to make sure you're prepared. I am very unprepared, and I think that's the point. Let's go.
Alex night malls a lot better when they can't reach me.
This place is lovely. Lots of, I was gonna say lots of blue. Then I'm like, you're underwater. Of course, everything's blue. Wait, you can literally just swim faster. Oh, I'm learning something today. Didn't realize there was a sprint button for underwater. Where am I? Oh.
Creating currents in the water. Find a core, and put those machines.
Look at this water. It's so nice. Okay, what we got? We have
My crate.
a thing I can
Might be
open.
able to use it to climb onto the ledge.
A crate. Lifestyle file and energy shield. Okay. Well. I'm curious. Can I climb that? Nope. Oh, but hold on. So we can use that to climb there. Or can I drag it
There's some kind of rail over there.
into...
Doesn't look like I can reach it from the water, though.
We'll go this way first. Nope. Hold on. Grab you. Pull you over.
Should be able to climb up now.
Light process. Oh, no, never mind. See, my first instinct must be right then.
Step back.
Because my first instinct was chuck it over into the water so I can climb the other one. But then I was like, ah, no, I'll go the way I'm supposed to go first.
Incoming.
Oh no. What? What are you? Apex spikes now. That's not good. What you got? We versus Purge. Plasma.
Gotta hit it while it's climbing plasma.
That'll do. Enjoy. Right. Now successfully blown it to bits. You know, for being 5 levels under level for this place, it's going quite well. You have corrosive, yes? Good. Hit that. Thank you. Are you dead? Not quite. What about now? Ow, okay. Be tough, why don't you? Lego game voice. Hey. Key. What is Lego game voice? I don't know if you noticed, but there's like 50 of them. And they're all based on different themes. Like, that could be literally Obi-Wan Kenobi saying hello there. Like, it's just... Hi, Wolfie.
That was fun.
The original ones, before they
Finding
talked.
a way out of here.
That doesn't help. Let's think. How many were there before they talked? They got Lego Star Wars, Lego Star Wars 2, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones 2, Lego Batman, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Current's moving the crate. If I get on the crate, I can let the current carry me to the rail.
Okay, no going through that. We got a 2 and 3. That's impressive that there's a third one and not a first one.
There we go.
Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. Basically everything before Lego Batman 2, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, all of this isn't helping. I require context. What specifically Lego game and what line are we going for with here? Like,
I
details.
should be able to glide down there.
I need it. Complete side tangent while you're there, also answering a question I've already asked, you know, because I like stacking questions and then not giving anyone time to answer them, apparently. Do you like my title? Because I really like my title. I came up with the term Full Metal Savage and just went, that needs to be a title. That's really good. Hopefully I didn't steal that from anywhere. I think that's an original by me. I was like, you know, I've dressed Aloy as like really metal and, you know,
Time to catch a ride, I guess.
tribal stuff is sort of savageness, so it felt appropriate. And cool. No! If I just stand right on top of it and wait for it to go up. That's a lot easier. Harry Potter waving hello to someone but saying, yeah, instead of waving. I mean, while waving. Okay. I'm
There's
still
the
not really
cord.
sure.
No, I just have to insert it.
Apex Tide Ripper.
Maybe I can glide to the platform.
Apex Burrower. Great, they have no weaknesses. They're just strong. Never mind. I think I found their weakness. It's being shot. I'm a damage machine. I will point out, when I entered this place, it said, warning, you are 5 levels under leveled. And I'm like, oh no, I'll do it anyway. I'm tearing through all the enemies. Easy. Now we've settled what "hey" means though, Wolfie. How are you doing? What are you? Snap more. Ooh, okay. Dispersal tank, chill with the gullet. Key upgrade resource. Okay, so we're gonna want to take out the gullet, I guess. Oh, dang it.
There's not a lot of room for the fight out here.
You. Chill water thing. with an intact gullet. Okay. We're gonna want to get these resource canisters and stuff. Okay.
Be careful around that snowball.
Oh, good job me for randomly having fire arrows selected. Wasn't even on purpose. He's a very grumpy crocodile. You're good. You're on The Sims 3 for nostalgic reasons. Fair enough. You know, sometimes you don't really play games for it being like modern. You just play it for it being old, and you go, yeah, that's good enough. You're done. Mine. Indeed. I mean, I watched like an entire 9 episodes of a TV show the other day just because I liked a song in it, and I was like, hey, I bet that's available on the internet. Hypothetically, it would be uploaded to YouTube, and hypothetically, I would watch it there in extremely low quality, because hypothetically, that's where you find all the shows that everyone's forgotten about, because hypothetically, no one cares about them being on YouTube. Of course, that's purely hypothetical. What show was it? Hypothetically, it was a show called Britannia High, straight out of the year 2008, that ran for 1 season of 9 episodes on ITV. And I always was like, this is good music, why did it end? It ended because they aired it on Sunday afternoons when no one was gonna watch it. It had music from like Gary Barlow in it. Not that Gary Barlow was in it, but he wrote all the songs for it, because it's a music. It was, okay, I think it came out the year before Glee. And it was British. So it was British Glee before Glee. It was ahead of its time. And it was so 2008, it's not even funny. Like, you watch it and you're like, yep, this is a 2008 plot. But that's why it's good. And hypothetically, it's available on YouTube if you want to watch it, you know, with some hypothetical Brazilian subtitles under it, because that's how things hypothetically go on YouTube. I mean, episode 4 hypothetically is it's like really low quality, and for some reason the camera doesn't stay still and it's really bad. But that doesn't matter, because you're not really, if you cared about quality, you'd buy it for £2.50 on Amazon and you'd be like, yeah. But if you're only going to watch it once hypothetically, then you know you can bear with the terrible camera for 1 episode and the 240p on the finale. Everything else is in 480, very crisp, very good. Honestly, I recommend it for the music. It's a good time. Oh. It's a TV show that literally, the music from it sits in the back of my mind permanently. Like, I listened to some of it and I was like, no, I remember this. Like, there's the songs that you always remember because they're really good. And then there's the one that you're like, wait, that's where that's from?
There's a note over there. Too bad I can't overwrite it from here.
What do need more musical TV shows.
Looks like this whole place
Really,
is some
they
kind of-
they have one for me already.
Question
It's
is,
called High School
what?
Musical, the musical, the series. Like, it's literally the same thing. It's people doing musicals at school. They sing songs, sometimes original songs. It's good. I watched one season and then just sort of forgot about it. It's not got the same charm, dang it. Halo, where are we going? I'm gonna guess down.
The music will call out. Wait, it's time to turn them off.
Ow. Are there any shows you've ever seen, Wolfie, that like no one remembers except for you, and they got cancelled unexpectedly? Because like this show literally ran for 9 episodes, and then because nothing more happened from it, it's just it got forgotten, and I'm sitting here like, am I the only one that remembers? The answer is yes, I am. Except that if I go on YouTube and find the music videos and be like, yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of people who are like, yo, 2021 and I'm still here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a year later than you, but yeah.
Let's see what this does.
Raise water level. Oh wow. What a doorway. Really went
That's
far.
a lot of water. This cauldron must be pumping it in. At this rate, I'll be able to swim my way to those overrides. I can find my way back to the core.
These things don't even do damage. They're just
The rail doesn't look like I can reach it.
like, these things are so insignificant. I just do damage on damage on damage.
Something that'll help me get to that room.
Kind of lots of Disney XD shows which aren't even on Disney Plus, like Pair of Kings. It's not available to watch more. I remember that show very vaguely. Hold on. So how am I going to get...
That crate might be
Oh,
useful.
literally, just grab that and then I'm... That was a real quick answer to my question. I didn't even finish my sentence or answer before I had it. Right. Job done.
That's the spot. Should be able to find it.
God damn it. Okay, didn't break that time. It just made me fall a bit. It's really weird when you find a show that's like not available in HD, like at all. Like they never do a Blu-ray release or something. You're like, how did?
There's the core.
But where did? What? Like there's a really good TV show. It was a BBC show. It was called Hustle, and it was really good. It had like what's his name? I've just forgotten his name. And Adrian Lester. That's his name. He's a great actor. Anyway, it had him, and they were like basically about. It was a show about con men, and you know every episode they do a con, and you go, oh, it's gonna go wrong, and then it doesn't, and it's great every time. You're like, yeah. That show ran for like at least 5 seasons or something. But like it's not available on Blu-ray. You have to get it on DVD if you want it. And it's a really good show. And it ran for a long time. It also has some really good music in it. Not like songs like Britannia High, that's actually musical, but like at the end of every episode of Hustle it would play this one bit of music, and every time it played you're like, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's the end part. Let's do it. How have you tricked me today? Basically it's like, I've not seen Ocean's 11 or any of the Ocean's films, but I assume Hustle is what would happen if Ocean's films were a TV show. Because, from what I understand, the film's about people pulling off heists and stuff.
And the water stopped. Doesn't look like I can climb up to that tunnel yet. There's something I can use to reach that rail on the wall. Too close. Don't think I'm getting this thing out of here. There has to be another way to get it to that rail. Maybe if I lower the water, I can place the crate where I need it.
Oh. That's clever.
I can lower the water level with this. That'll help with my crate problem.
Ding. No, I wasn't meant to do that. Oh wait, here I was. I can literally just move the thing right now. Might run over here. Forward. Is there anything in these? Do you remember that no one else does? I mean, I've just told you about two. You know. It's... Let's think about movies, though. What movies are there that I remember? Honestly, I know it's not one that no one remembers, but the SpongeBob movie that I always talk about with the Goofy Goober thing, that feels like a movie that didn't exist, and I dreamed it up, and no one ever talks about it.
Good use of this.
Push it. But I'm so close.
Maybe if I place the crate under the rail, I can climb up to that tunnel.
That didn't work. Okay, what if I drag it? Push.
That tunnel looks like it leads out of here. But How to reach
I
it?
gotta move the crate, but I can't move the crate. Aloy, because it won't let me. It's really confusing. Right? It's a good movie. It is. Like I always say, it's the only SpongeBob thing I actually like. I mean, we can pretend if we want that the Wizards of Waverly Place movie wasn't the best thing ever. Because that was like easily the best Disney Channel original movie. The only problem it suffered was then the show had to continue afterwards. And it was never as cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, the show was great, but you watch the finale of the show and you're like, why isn't it like the movie? It's nothing like the movie. There's flipping... Wait, can I? No, I can't. I need to pull it. Like, it has to go somewhere. Where does it have to go? Oh, literally right here. I got the directions confused. Never mind. I chuck it.
There we go. I should be able to climb up from here.
Okay. I should have been a movie sequel. That would have been so good. I mean, they did 2 High School Musicals. But there was a point where Disney Channel just reached the era of, we don't do movies, we do crossovers and original
There's
movies.
nothing.
Like, you know, the crossover became more appealing than let's make another movie.
Should be able to use that crate to come out of here now.
People were like, oh my goodness, you can put Hannah Montana and Wizards in the same place because they work in the same buildings. Like, yes. And you could put them on the boat with Zack and Cody? Yes. That's so exciting, is it?
This looks busy. Acid will do a lot of damage.
Where am I going? I'm gonna pull that. Where am I pulling it to? Over there, I think.
Oh, looks like they called.
One down, hello. Ow.
I can keep going.
You have no chance.
You start. Oh.
Excuse me, if you could not shoot me with stuff, that'd be great. Give me more health things. We're fine. Stop moving, sir. Okay, I stunned it. Now we stab it. Easy. Damage these arrows do, it's amazing.
Now to find a way back.
Like, they're
to the
not
core.
even that special arrows. Apparently 3 or that one was a theatrical release. Wait, what? I'm confused. Jesse and Good Luck Charlie did it better. I'm assuming you're talking about crossovers, to which I would disagree, because I didn't have a single care in the world about one of those shows, and the other one, I don't know. Why would it need a crossover? It's about a baby. High School Musical. Oh, well, yeah. It's a trilogy. I'm confused. Did I say there were only 2? I don't believe I did.
That's it. I can climb up from here. Ready for anything, you know?
You forgot. You're doing that a lot today, aren't you? There's me just like, you know, this show is really good. It's Kurt Hustle. It's brilliant. And you're like, so what have you? What shows has no one ever heard of that you like? I'm like, mate.
Bet I can jump on those metal carriers from here.
I have 6 flipping skill points. Let's use some. What does this do? Smoke bomb? No. Science strike heal? Maybe. Science strike gain? Maybe. Quiet spear? Maybe. Heal. Smoke bomb. We'll go for quiet spear. And strike heal. And strike gain. Nearly got like 3 full skill trees here. Dang. About forgotten theatrical movies, though.
That's new. Must be getting ready to release it. I need to get to the core, fast.
Oh no. Hey look, these little art reactors on the back of these things. That's cool. What is a movie that I have seen that has just been thoroughly forgotten that was in the cinema? Lol. I mean, it's not been forgotten because it's a Tom Cruise film, and it's like anyone who sees it really likes it. But Edge of Tomorrow is a great film. They then renamed it Live, Die, Repeat, but I still call it Edge of Tomorrow because that's what it was called when I saw it. I saw that in the cinema when it came out for my birthday, and I was like, dang, this is a good film. I don't think I see enough films in the cinema for any of them to be like actually forgettable though. And if they are forgettable, then I have forgotten about them. Say The Sorcerer's Apprentice is a forgotten film? I mean, I saw an advert for that one time and didn't think it looked that good. Like, that was one of those things that I saw advertised when I was watching Cartoon Network, and like, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'm like, nah. I'll tell you another TV show that got forgotten that's really good though, that I liked. It was BBC Atlantis. It was like Merlin, but not, because it was in a Greek ancient mythology setting. And it was really good.
In all this water. I need to hurry.
Like, real fun time.
The thing's not gonna let me get anywhere near the core. At least give me a fighting chance.
Okay. Just gotta find my way. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Something else. Something. Da 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 da.
I need to find a way to the room I was in before. It's the only way to lower the water in here.
That's where I'm trying to go, Aloy. Was it down even further? Up?
Saw that note before. Maybe it can help me out. So here, just opens.
Oh. Get overridden, wall. Oh no, run away.
And I'm back here. The nodes in this area should help me lower the water level. It's the only way I'm gonna get rid of that machine. This one. I need the other node.
Oh, okay. don't like the noises this thing is making. It's very scary. Imagine being scared of underwater things. This bit would be a nightmare. This would actually be bad. Never heard of that one, you try and find it. I mean, Atlantis, it ran for 2 series on BBC One. It was very fun. You had Jason and Hercules and Pythagoras. It's a great time. And then it ended because they didn't make a series 3. So, you know, pretty sure there's not an actual ending. it just stopped. Whereas Britannia High, that's got an ending. Because it's only 1 season long, it means a very rushed ending, but it's an ending. And you finish it and you go, wow, that ended.
Here we go.
Alright, mister. What you got? Processing capsule. Detachable, contains valuable resources. Cool. Those are on its head. Purge water cannons. Probably want to get rid of those. They're gonna hurt. Explosive things. The heart is just a weak spot. Tail canisters. Glow blast canisters. And its tail, of course, we can destroy for some stuff. Tidal disc. Source ports. So much stuff on it. Right. What's it weak to? It is weak to icy cold. Cold and shock. Reload, please. Thank you. No. Kill its tail. Kill its tail. I want the tail. Fine. Take off its satellite dish. It's not a satellite dish, but we're going to call it that. Okay, maybe I do need to take off the satellite dish. It's looking big attack. It's got a swirly whirly whirlpool in it. Cold arrows, please.
Can't with my stamina this low.
That's fine. Why are you not coldifying? There you go. Ow. Freeze. Everybody clap your hands. Potion, please.
Thought I had this.
Nice. Again, could you stop with the murder of my face? am I using fire arrows all of a sudden? I didn't select those. Hello, Odin! Okay, can I shock it? Yes, use this. That was a terrible reload. Why did I do that? Freak. Excuse me. Reload. Nice. Now freeze him.
It's no good. Gotta keep up the fight until we're dead.
By freeze him, I mean shock him. That's the difference. It's so insignificant different. It just means he falls over. Good. Wait, what? He stopped falling over really quickly. Oh, I think I broke something and it activated a different status effect. They can only have one status effect at a time. That's not good.
Empty.
Heat crafting. No, Danny's reloading. Can't be bothered. Reloading takes too long. Dang it! He was nearly dead. I know its main weaknesses are shock and frost. I, in fact, used both. Just you. I shot the thing with shock, and instead of falling over, it decided to get purge watered. Of course, it's not weak to purge water, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Now we can do this on my terms.
Alright. Large health potions at the ready.
Here we go!
This doesn't seem to be doing much. Fine. Start freezing him. Because we know freezing him works.
She's got frostbite.
Nope. Excusez-moi. Por favor. Nope, you're not excusez-moi. You're actually making things worse. Okay, more frost arrows. Frost arrows will work in that room. More of those I can just chuck into him the better. What? Oh, okay. Okay, now he's been purge watered because I've broken things. That's alright. Hit him frost again. Just keep frosting him over. We'll be fine. You're frozen. And when he's frozen, we get more damage to tear things off, I'm pretty sure. Which is what we want, because we don't want him to have a bunch of weapons. Weapons are bad. crafty, craft. Is this loaded? No. Alright. Up, okay. Ow! Good. Get rid of the big disc. Don't want it. Get it out. Get it out. Okay, big disc is gone. Now I want to ditch the tail, ideally. Or its face. Its face is a bummer point. It has many vulnerable points, to be honest. But it's nearly dead. Why are you not? What? What? Thank you.
We're done here.
Okay.
Time to get those overrides.
Not bad for 5 levels under-leveled, I think it said. Like, you got 5 levels under-leveled this cauldron. Be warned, and I'm like, nah. Not a problem. I'm doing good. Orpheus become Desmond from Lost. How are you, brother? That's what Desmond says in Lost all the time. He says, brother. Wait, I'll see you in another life, brother. That's Desmond from Lost. Basically, watch Lost. It's good. It's on Disney Plus in the UK. Fun show. 6 whole seasons, and it has an ending. Everyone should watch Lost. Unless they're boring people, then they shouldn't watch Lost. You don't know who that is, but you accept it. He's Desmond from Lost.
Time to get some machine overrides.
He's the man in the patch. He puts numbers in a computer sometimes. What'd I get? Rock break. Damn, okay. I've got a lot of OP overrides right here. Tremor Tusk override? Stormbird override?
More incomplete overrides.
Thunderjaw override. Snifferfang override. Dreadwing override. What's a Dreadwing? Slaughter Spine override. I have not seen her. What?
Cauldron doors. I should bring me outside.
Basically, I just found all the OP overrides, and now I'm gonna have to do stuff to get them, aren't I? Because they're incomplete overrides, more than likely.
This cauldron must have been pumping water in and out to release aquatic machines.
Skill points. I would like this. Thank you. You're playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag? You having fun being a pirate? Well, that's a lovely view. We started to play Multiversus yesterday. Very fun. Is it? I thought it looked kind of dumb. I was like, oh yes, I've always wanted to see Arya Stark fight Harley Quinn. That's totally what I wanted from a game. No. 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 Nah. When Super Smash Bros. Does it, it's kind of like there's a link, you know? It's like, oh, they're all video game characters, and they're not all by the same company most of the time. So you're like, oh, you know, they like work together. That's nice. Multiverse is just Warner Brothers being like, we own all these things, by the way. Don't you like it? You don't like it? Oh. Well, that's disappointing. I'm like, yes, yes it is. Can't wait till Shaggy gets to fight Pennywise. Doesn't make sense. Half of these characters don't even fight things.
The guy gave me for Demeter up close.
Then again, Kirby isn't like known for smacking Mario in the face, but I don't know. It doesn't make sense. There's no coherent theme. Because video game characters gets to be a theme. Because they're all in a video game. Right? So you're like, oh, it's the game where video game characters fight each other, right? In a video game. Saying it's the one where Warner Brothers movie characters and TV show also, and cartoon, they fight each other in a video game. And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. Not that it needs to make sense. That's probably the wrong choice of words, but conceptually I don't like it. At least it's free. Being free doesn't make something worth my time. And if anything, these days it usually means that it's probably not worth your time. Free-to-play things are usually a lot less fulfilling. Or at least have been recently. Because you never get stuff. They're always trying to make you pay to get stuff. And I'm like, but I want stuff. And like, you can have this one sticker. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want the stickers. I want the good stuff. And like, well, then you have to pay $20 for one skin. I'm like, that's stupid. And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. You're trying to rob me. They're like, no, we're not. We just want you to have a good time. And I'm like, you're lying. Go home. That's me versus free-to-play games. As you can see, it gets very intense very quickly, and then that's why I don't play them. I'm in a lovely forest that I paid for, by the way. Look at that. Great lens flare that I paid for. You know, it all came in one package. So that's actually, I'm screenshotting for them. Look at that. Like, just look at that. Hold on. Why is my face cam perfectly in the way? Oh, we can. There. Now that's. Also, look at this outfit that I didn't have to pay for because I already paid for the game. You know, that's a great time. Like, look at it. If I jump, her facial expression changes. It's great. These bow and arrows, I got all these. It's amazing how the value proposition of buying a game works out over a free-to-play one, doesn't it?
Good time to pull out shock ammo.
My pony. Bye-bye. trying to think of a free-to-play game that I like that doesn't have some really, really, really annoying microtransactions in it that just ruin everything. And I can't think of one. Because even Destiny has really annoying microtransactions that ruin everything. And I like that game. But I like it in spite of that, not because of that. Like, if you removed Eververse from Destiny, it would be 10 times better. They're not gonna do that. It's really mean and annoying. Oh. They've found corpses upon the floor. Fall Guys gutted its shop, didn't it, when they made it free to play? Like, originally it was you get crowns, you buy stuff. Then they're like, nope, now just... Also, actually, Fall Guys even originally had, like, currency in it, didn't it? You had to pay for it, and then you also get to pay for costumes. And battle passes. Now, Fall Guys has crap monetization, I hate it. It's like Rocket League. It has crap monetization, and I hate it.
All the bodies are Tanox. Someone managed to take out an entire squad.
What the nutter?
One thing's for sure. I'm not alone out here.
I feel like I'm about to enter a Predator movie. Like, this is... If you've seen the new Prey movie, I'm in the perfect setting to match it. You know, trees everywhere.
There's lights in that ruin. I better keep my guard up.
Hold on. The only thing that isn't free in the shop. Exactly. But the thing is, in Fall Guys, it used to be you get crowns, you buy things from the shop. So getting crowns directly related to you buying cosmetics, meaning the cosmetics were a symbol of like, look, that person did really well. Awesome. Now it's a symbol of, well, that person bought that. You see how this becomes a lot less fun when it's like, oh, how'd you get that really cool outfit? You'd spend 50 quid. That's a bit excessive. You spend 15 quid. Much better. Like, in all of these games, if you take out the microtransaction shop, the game becomes better. Because all the cosmetics they have in the microtransaction shop become gameplay earned. And it becomes, like, fun. You know, that's what they used to do in video games. Back in, like, the days of the PlayStation 3. You had to play the game to get your costume. And then you wore your costume really proudly, because you're like, I did, like, the hardest thing to get this, by the way. It cost 500 victories, but I got it. Thank you very much. And everyone's like, wow, you must be amazing. You can't replicate it if you have a microtransaction shop. You actively damage your cosmetic economy. Everything in War Thunder is all achievable besides premium. You say that, but here's the thing. It's all achievable for free. It's also all achievable, if I remember correctly. I last played War Thunder like at least 7 years ago, so it could have changed. But it's also all achievable just by buying it. So you're like, yeah, you can earn it for an extortionate amount of time. That's the price you're paying. Stupid amounts of time. Or you can spend stupid amounts of money and get it. The fact you can spend stupid amounts of money immediately invalidates the stupid amounts of time, because it means that not everyone who has this cosmetic is equal. Some people are like, I'm a noob who just started but I wanted to spend a $5. Someone's like, I spent 20 hours. It's like, I'm telling you, microtransaction shops have snuck their way into video games, and they're all bad. Every single one. Back in the age of Dead Space 3, people were having none of that. They were like, no, we don't do microtransaction shops. That's stupid. And then somewhere along the way, we were like, but what if? It should be. Make it go away. And battle passes are also dumb. Battle passes literally are just there to make, like, to feed on the fear of missing out. The FOMO. That's a battle pass. It's to make you play more, not to make you have fun. It's all insidious. You know what Horizon does right? I bought the game, and then I get the game. That's it. You buy the game, you have fun. The end. That's how transactions should work. If you want to make an expansion, go ahead. I won't knock good old expansion DLC. I mean, I might if I don't like it, but you know, monetization wise, it's fine. You pay for more thing, you get more thing. Microtransactions bad. That's the moral of the story. Because I literally can't think of a time where I'm like, yes, we need those microtransactions. No Man's Sky has it right. No Man's Sky is the ultimate victory of flipping game development. Here's why. You buy it, you get the game. But not just that. You get every dang update they ever did do that they keep doing, and then they're like, oh yeah, there's like an extra currency, by the way, and it's still free. They're like, yeah, you want the cosmetic shop? Well, it's all free. You just gotta, you know, put some time in the game, get some Quicksilver, buy it. And they're like, wait, so you have to invest time in the game and do good at it to buy the cosmetics in the cosmetic shop? Yes. Wow, what an idea. Multiverses has it so you pay to unlock some characters, otherwise you get trial run versions. That's what Pokemon... you remember the Pokemon MOBA? It was big for like a week and then no one played it anymore. It was on the Switch, it was free to play. But like, basically you had to pay for characters, like League of Legends. The problem is, what ends up happening usually is they're like, this one character is really OP, and everyone likes that one character, but you have to pay for it, and then... yeah. Yeah. Honestly, if Destiny 2 didn't have the microtransaction shop, I would say that that game's doing something right with free to play. Here's why. Because you get the game free to play, so you can just, you know, jam around, shoot some things, have a fun time. And then you pay for an expansion, which gets you a bunch of story missions and some stuff. And if that was it, that would be gold. But instead, they also have a seasonal battle pass that you have to get every season if you want to do the seasonal activities. And then on top of that, they have the flipping microtransaction store. And it just becomes so much that you're like, no, you have strayed from the path as well. Ye Destiny 2. Why? Why have you forsaken us so? There's a pay currency, but cards can be bought without money for like a week of playing. Forgive me if I'm skeptical, because you have just basically laid out a point where you're like, oh yeah, you can do the thing, but how long is it gonna stay like that? You know, they're gonna add like another character, and that new character's gonna be like 50 billion money, and you're like, oh, oops. Also, to be fair, my main problem with Multiversus when we started this conversation wasn't the microtransaction store, because I don't know the details of it. I just didn't like the concept, did I? I was just like, yeah, but it's like, why? Then we dovetailed into the microtransaction conversation. So, you know, I could cut that one a little slack because I just don't know the specifics of it. However, you know, I don't really want to play it because the whole free-to-play thing puts me off. I think that's where we went with that. Side note, there's been a cutscene waiting to happen for a solid 5 minutes, and Aloy's been standing there looking very scary. I'm gonna... Back to you, Aloy. Go! Oh, damn. I chose a time to pause.
Hold your fire! I'm not here to fight!
The barbarian's pinned down. Move in!
What? Maybe I should have worn a nicer
Whoever these
outfit.
people are, it looks like we're not gonna be friends.
You're messing with the Full Metal Savage, innit? That's me.
I need to get past these hostels and into the ruins.
We're hitting her hard.
Marines?
Not one more step, barbarian. To those who oppose us, death.
Well, too bad.
Protect the site. Kill her. Oh, no. Got her in my sight. Where's she gone, damn it?
Hi there.
Not one more step, barbarian.
They call me barbarian. I like it. I mean, I dress like a barbarian. Boosh!
And why are they out for blood? I better get to Demeter fast in case there's more of them. According to Gaia, it should be somewhere in these ruins.
So we're looking for Demeter here, one of the other AI core things. Cool. Is that a gold ingot? No, it's an ancient sculpture. Great. You're not a fan of this mission. What do you think? You found out why I may not be an assassin? I told you it wasn't one. I was like, I remember that being a plot point, and some people really didn't like the game because of that. They're like, it's not even an Assassin's Creed game. Probably because you're under level. If anything, I'm over leveled right now. It's like level 24 and I'm level 32. So, I'm good. Where am I going? Aha. Biotech. The green.
I'll fire with. Looks like some sort of old office complex.
At least Nick All-Star Brawl is good though. The only DLC is fighters, but they aren't exclusive to Nickelodeon. I heard that game was kind of meh. I heard it was like Smash Brothers without the polish. Like, they didn't even talk or something. That was something I heard. Like, they didn't have voice lines in it, which is really weird for a game that's all about the characters in it. Basically what I understand about the Smash Bros. Copycats is no one's actually done a Smash Bros. Copycat effectively yet. There's always been something that's like, eh. Oh, they've added in voice lines now. That's a sentence that just shouldn't have to be said, isn't it? Side note, I'm coming at this as a person who never liked Smash Bros. I want to point this out. Smash Bros was not my thing. I only bought it because they added Sora to it. And I was like, yeah, I like Sora. I'll buy it. I played it for a little bit. I barely scratched the surface of it. It was fun. But not like my favorite game ever. So I think Smash Bros. As a like sales package still isn't that like the best thing ever. It's selling a game mechanic more than content, if that makes sense. Like, there's a bunch of maps, but they're all just 2D things anyway. So, in order to, like, be a good Smash Bros. Clone, you have to be as good as Smash Bros. To me. Otherwise, you're just... Smash Bros. Is already just good enough, right? So if you're any lower than that, you're not gonna hit my radar well.
Automated Solutions industry-leading biotech research facility. Agritech, environmental remediation, organic waste management.
Barrow Automated Solutions.
The greenhouse will help solve your problems naturally.
A Pharaoh research facility.
Alright, let's see what Ted's been up to. Oh, it's a thing I can't... Wait, no, it's a main quest. Maybe they'll let me open it.
No flower. Demeter should be right beyond that door. But those vines are blocking the way. Unless I can cut through.
Can I finally learn to do that? Admitin Ruthburndrum 1. Aberrant code recovered from the greenhouse FAS facility. Function, true. I had a dream, which was not all a dream. The bright sun was extinguished, and the stars. Oh, and the stars, that's weird, the brackets confuse me. And the stars did wander darkling in eternity space. Rayless and pathless, the icy earth swung blind and blackening in moonless air. Morn came and went and came and brought no day, and men forgot their... This is like reading the ramblings of a crazy person in the middle of the apocalypse. Of this the desolation and all hearts were chilled into selfish prayer for light, and they did live by watchfires and the thrones, the palaces of crowned kings, the huts, the habitations of all which dwell, were burnt for beacons, cities were consumed, and men were gathered round their blazing homes to look once more into each other's face. Happy were those who dwelt within the eye of the volcanoes and their mountain torch, a fearful hope all the world contained. What the hell did I just read? Oh, we're doing the elevator shaft thing. Okay. That's always fun, climbing up one of these. Smash Bros. Brawl was really good. It has story mode without saving the game. About saving the game's fighters that you got to unlock them in regular versus mode. Ultimate has that. It's like the thing with the map and you run around it and stuff. I just wasn't really that into, like... There's not a large variety of things to do in Smash Bros. In general. It's always fight people in 2D. Pressing the same buttons, typically. Like, it's a very arcadey game in that the depth isn't super duper deep. I mean, you can play competitive and maybe like that's like the depth comes from like knowledge of frames and attacks and like how to deflect things. But as a casual experience, it's not that deep. Whereas Horizon, you can explore a map for 20 hours and the entire map looks different than the rest of the map because that's how a map works. It's not duplicated the same thing over and over. And you're like, oh, jumping off this hill is going to be different to jumping off that hill every time because it's a different hill. jumping off a flat platform to another flat platform is the same because it's a flat platform. It's just a game with a very different style of design than I typically find value in. It's a fighting game. I guess my point is that if you're making a fighting game and you want to interest someone like me, you have to make it a really, really good fighting game. You know, Smash Bros. Is a pretty good fighting game. So I enjoy it. But if you're gonna imitate Smash Bros., you have to at least be as good as Smash Bros., or I'm not gonna enjoy it. That's the full explanation.
A room with no way out. Great. At least there's a console. A log.
Hello?
Just got off the line with U.S. Robot Command. Time's running out. Didn't have the heart to tell Harris that our cure might be worse than the disease. Even if adamantine wreath works, we still have to prove we can curtail the trailing plants efficiently. But Cobble's team is working on it over at Test Station Ivy. He'll come through. He has to.
Adamantine wreath. Another secret project.
There are secret projects in secret projects on
They made
secret
the metal
projects.
flowers here and the vines, so maybe I can find a way to destroy them. If I can find Test Station Ivy. How do I get out of here?
Through the door? That would do.
Great. These guys again. Whoever they are, they want me dead. I better be careful.
They're not very nice. A difficult beginning. Tala Aquino personal log. The Greenhouse, September 4th, 2043. Science is the process of discerning patterns, finding a sense of order amongst the chaos. Never has there been more pertinent than today. Here at the greenhouse, between the construction bots, the strewn wreckage from last night's storm, the howling protesters, who don't even know the nature of our work, amongst all this, we must find method. I saved it. I nearly messed up the words, but I saved it. It's fine. All week, the Verts have been delivering sets of bewildering faces. I didn't get a word wrong. You're lying. Shut up. And I've promised that my payback. I can't read with this voice. I'm too focused on doing the voice that I forget to read correctly. Let's read normally. And I promised my paymasters that these look flipping out. Brain, be still. Mind, be calm. Read. All week, the Verts have been delivering sets of bewildered faces, and I've promised my paymasters that these looks of stunned incredulity hide some of the world's top minds, from which ideas will sprout that can feed a starving world if we work fast enough. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Albert Einstein. So, we strike out from the shores of the known and swim into the deep oceans of the possible, knowing that we must find something before the world drowns. But does the man who is guiding us understand the work we must do? There's no doubt that Ted Farrow is a business savant when it comes to robotic assistance, but does he grasp the science as well as the marketing? He and his board can sense that what the world wants from a fashion app, but the choices they make will determine whether millions starve here or a country falls into the void there. Farrow has grasped the fact that action is necessary, But can he really be a force to save the world? There you go. A nice, calm, smooth reading of 4 paragraphs like a boss. Reading out loud is flipping hard to do when you're getting distracted by every other line. Do you think a new Dragon Ball movie came out recently? Having never watched Dragon Ball, I would not know.
Okay.
Do you like Dragon Ball?
Take those soldiers out quietly.
There's a barbarian in the compound. She got past the lookouts. Find her, kill her, and bring her head to the lieutenant.
Understood.
To run
I
into
guess diplomacy's off the table.
I'll be ready if you do. Back home, nothing scares me. Here, everything does.
Headshot.
Movement. There.
Those
There's
ones are
anyone
worth
there.
helmets. I can't
We'll get them.
snipe him in the face. Could try bombing them. That'd be funny.
I know someone's out there. Looks like we have a man down.
Leave the body. Find who did this.
Oh, damn. She just punched him in the face. I'm telling you, Full Metal Savage. Enjoy your death.
For the ancestors! Give me back
Cool. What are we looking for? You've never watched it, but you think your friends wants to go watch it. I wonder if that'll be an actual good viewing experience for someone who hasn't seen any Dragon Ball ever, because I highly doubt it is. Considering it's like a series that's been going on for ages, unless you know what a Goku God Saiyan banana complex power is or something. Actually, honestly, that could be the exact reason why it's watchable, because it's so nonsense that maybe you don't even need to know what's going on. Maybe it's just funny. Not funny, but like fun. Berserker Hunter arrows are now available with one of your bows. Fire these at a monster and they will hit other things. That was supposed to be a silent strike.
Take her out now! Stop right there! Just you and me!
Ow.
Not one more step, barbarian!
Excuse me, just thanks.
That door looks promising. I really wish those people would talk to me instead of trying to kill me.
These people are very,
I
like,
have to find a way out of this corridor.
prejudgy, you know? Like, I'd barely even done anything, and they were like, yeah, but what if we, like, murder you? What then? I'm like, that would make me sad. And they're like, oh, good.
I submit. Do as you will.
I
You
don't
look
want to fight
posh.
your friends out there. They attacked me.
If by death alone I can atone our
That is a
trespass.
very, like, plush outfit.
I'm not gonna kill you, okay? I just want to figure out what's going on. Where did you get that focus?
Wait, what?
I am of the chosen people. The Quen. The
Aye.
ancestors left the power of the focus to us alone, the eye that reveals the legacy.
Well, that's just not true, but okay.
Legacy, huh?
The legacy? The truth. You know, it is in the darkness and the lost places. Among the ancient ashes and the bones of the before that it lies waiting. You know, as a diviner, it is my task to seek it out for the good of my people.
Right,
You're looking
so
for data.
you get to wear a thing and they
Maybe
think
we
you're
can help each
special.
other. What's your name?
Alpha,
Hello.
second diviner of the Eastern Expedition.
You really do
Hello.
have fancy clothes. Like,
Why don't we start again?
I've not seen anyone with that level of, like, fabricness. Or people attacked me.
Those soldiers. They opened fire on me without warning. Why?
It is the duty of the Quen to seek out the legacy and defend it from the ignorant and envious. Not that you seem ignorant. But back home, other tribes only
She
mean
looks
us
so
harm,
scary.
and we were told the same was true here.
Does that come from your legacy?
The legacy is truth.
I think putting the spikes
But
on her shoulder really
We have
sells
been
the
known
barbarian
to
look.
misinterpret it. I hope time and the wisdom of our ancestors will guide us down the correct path.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Legacy.
So you call data from the ancient past the legacy?
Yes, all that is not lost or forbidden.
What does that
Nope.
mean?
My book.
All that we are capable of reading and that which is permitted.
Well, if you're
Okay,
permitting
I'm
it,
sure I
that
get
sounds
it.
like you're
That's
Just
fine. So
not
what do you use the
letting
data
people
for?
see things.
The greatest secrets are the ones that improve the lives of many. How to tend our crops, how to hold floodwaters back, or even cross the ocean.
Technology.
That is what I seek here. Technology that can help my people back home.
So you're from across the ocean? That would explain your fancy clothes. You appear to be from like a bunch of zealot people, though, considering they're like, ah, no one else gets to know the knowledge. They're all stupid. Kill them. That's a view. That is.
So you said your ancestors left your tribe that focus.
Yes, 13 diviners have possessed this one since it was discovered among the ruins in our homeland.
Well,
I have their honored
Aloy's
names
found
committed
like
to memory.
20.
So you have one, but none of the soldiers out there did.
We each have a role to play. No, it is the diviner's purpose to seek out the legacy, interpret the wisdom of our ancestors for the good of all, and to keep it safe, so that
Right.
no one but the diviners know how to use a focus. Not even the Imperial family, and certainly not soldiers.
So how many diviners are there?
At Landfall, a small group. Back at home, a few dozen more. That's a guess. Only the overseers know for sure, and I am not of their rank.
This sounds like a terrible for society. Like everything about it, hoarding information.
I've never heard of the Quen.
Our lands lie across the Great Ocean.
Which
We
ocean
haven't
is
been here before.
Pacific
So what do you
Ocean?
know?
Our homeland has been ravaged by freakish weather. Terrible storms and blistering droughts, the crops are failing, the people are starving. When we looked for answers, it was proposed that if we had the courage to cross the ocean to Legacy's landfall, then we might earn the knowledge we need to save our people.
Interesting, we're on the west coast of
But
America,
so
so
far
it makes
that
sense of
knowledge
the
has
Pacific
eluded
Ocean.
us.
But that's a big ocean.
So, your people call this place Legacy's landfall?
No, landfall is where we arrived. To the west, in the shadows of the sunken city by the broken bridge.
You mean San Francisco?
Yeah!
Yes. You're well versed in the legacy. It was a place of great importance to our ancestors. We had hoped to learn their secrets there, but so far that door remains closed. Even so, the data we discovered there has led us to this place. It might be our last chance.
To find something that can save your
Sure,
crops
like,
and your people.
Do they live in, like, Australia
Yes.
or something?
If the ancestors will be generous to us once more.
I'm trying to think, because, like, given that this is set in, like, the post-apocalypse where the sea level's risen a bunch, does Japan exist, or did that, like, sink? I don't know. So, like, it's either China or Australia they're from, if we're using geography correctly.
I'm looking for a place in this facility called Test Station Ivy. Have you found any data that mentions it?
No. But I did find something that looks like a map. But it was unreadable. Lost.
Maybe I can make some sense of it.
There.
I'm cleverer than you. Ooh.
There's a lot of files here.
I've been through all of them. Look in the GH facility section.
Maybe I'm not cleverer than you. Hold on, what?
Like I said, a lost file.
You can't see the map? It's okay. It looks like your focus
Maybe
is
I
on the
am.
model.
I am cleverer!
The operating system won't be able to read any files created after the mid-2050s.
She's not got the
But I
system
could
software
share them
update.
with you.
Share them?
Ah, this is fun.
You can see what is lost. And forbidden.
Not lost, not forbidden, just a newer format.
Yeah!
There. That's where I need to go.
But you can't get there. We've been here for a week trying to get deeper into the complex.
I
The
also
way
have
has
an
been
override
blocked by
spear. Do you have
rubble.
one of those? This is, I gotta be so smug right now. I'm like, hey, you think
What
you're
about
smart.
this tunnel?
Porthole.
Looks like it unlocks from here.
No.
She's like, ah,
I
wow.
thought these might be some kind of access
Look at stuff,
controls,
and I'm
but I
like, yeah,
couldn't
it's
read enough
fine.
data to make them work.
Everyday business.
Let's try with my focus. Okay?
Because, you know, I'm the new kid on the block. I'm the fresh swag.
I believe
Super.
these consoles were meant to be operated in unison, but I'm not sure.
Well, then, activate them in unison.
Okay. Here we go.
Following your lead. The ancestors have shown us the way.
Come on, let's go.
Alley-oop!
You want me to come with you?
It took both of us to open up that tunnel, didn't it?
You coming? You want to jump down the... It was very fun. Oh, no, you're climbing. Okay. You're not one for big drops. Fair enough.
I can't believe you actually got us in.
Yeah, well...
They slaughtered the barbarians that approached the site. It was like they enjoyed it. Most of my people aren't like that, I promise.
Okay.
I say so.
You know, I just have a word to go on. Maybe... No, it's some overly enthusiastic soldiers that are just...
According to the map, there should be another exit
Unhelpful.
further in. Just stay close.
Lead the way.
It does seem somewhat interesting that, you know, if we're channeling some real world history here, this is a history repeating itself situation in fiction, where it's like, oh yeah, the people come from across the sea, assume everyone that lives there is a savage, and kill them. an interesting thing to note.
Oh, fire gleam.
Then again, I did literally self-describe as a Full Metal Savage earlier, so they're understandable, but
Better stand back.
I wonder if that was just unintentional parallel, or if they were like, oh yeah, no, people come across the sea, they just assume they're smarter than everyone that's there because they've gone across the sea. Like, you know, real world history, that happened all the time. Like when the Spanish went to wherever they went to, when the British went to wherever they went to, when America went to wherever they went to, it was always, we're smarter, here's our technology, XD lol, JK. You know? You have some murder. That was the MO. For exploration. What the hell? Aberrant code recovered from the greenhouse facility. Forest was set on fire, but hour by hour they fell and faded, and crackling trunks extinguished with a crash. All was black. The brows of men by the despairing light wore an unearthly aspect as by fits. The flashes that fell upon them, some lay down. What is this? This is, it reads like scripture, but maybe it's like an AI writing something. I don't know. Interesting. Mainly Africa and the Americas. Yeah, but also,
There has to be a way out of here.
like, thinking about it, if you've got... I don't know the full story of Australia, but I know that it was a bunch of British convicts were sent to Australia, and I assume they maybe weren't too respectful of the people that lived there. Maybe that's just me being pessimistic about people from history, but, you know, it's very easy to assume, isn't it? I mean, even if we go all the way back, the Romans, they showed up in Britain like, yo, you're all barbarians. Our island now, suckers. I think that was Emperor Claudius, I don't know. One of those. You can't think of any place in Spain, France. You can't think of any place in Spain and France or the Dutch went. Spain was like all of South America, wasn't it? Along with Portugal. That's why they speak Spanish and Portuguese. Because you got like conquistadors and all of that. And then, you know, Vikings came over from the north down. They're like, yeah, pillage. Everyone who arrives somewhere by boat in history is like, my place now. They walk in, put their feet up on the couch, and don't ask questions. Like, they don't ask nicely. That's how the invaders do it. Where the hell am I going?
What's that thing in the wall?
What thing in the wall? Oh, there. I couldn't see it. Thank you.
Through here.
How was India discovered? Probably by the people who lived in India. Can't discover a place for people who already live.
Dead end. We haven't tried that smaller tunnel over there.
According to the map, the exit should be this way.
I don't know much of the history of Asia, but I do know that, like, I watched that one YouTube video and it did that thing where they animate the map and they show like the forces and how they just sort of keep taking back bits and like giving up bits. It's like a bunch of clans effectively having a big fight constantly throughout history. So they may not have crossed the ocean, but you know, it was still always my land, not yours. That was the story. Territory wars are just apparently what happened.
I'll be glad to get back above ground.
Yeah, it feels like a tomb down here.
But yeah, I would be interested to know if this game was made that sort of parallel on purpose or by accident. Where'd she go? What? Because, I mean, it'd be very easy for someone to just be like, oh yeah, like, so the people, like, show up in their boats, and, then they're like, oh yeah, we don't understand Aloy, so they're like, oh, let's kill Aloy. But, like,
Where are you going?
it would be really easy to do that without, you know, looking at where that idea comes from. Because all ideas are inherently unoriginal at this point. It's just a case of if you realize it or not. Where did she want me to go? Where?
I guess I'll wait here then.
Where are you? You're up in a wall. What? I'm gonna restart checkpoint. I don't know how you got there, Alva. Nope, there's no checkpoints. Never
Should I
mind.
just wait here?
No, you should come and fucking help. Unless we climb this. Oh no, we're good. I still like her outfit. Just gonna point that one. What? Is that Mothra?
That can't be good.
They fly to and from the complex several times a day. Only the ancestors know why.
Well, the ancestors are dead, Elva.
Of course. How else could they be ancestors?
Thanks, Alba. That was
Looks like we have more
insightful.
pressing concerns. Follow my lead.
What that? Life in the hothouse. She sabotaged the project! You know how many lives she could have been lost over at the fair? We're working to see what data can be recovered. In the meantime, we spent weeks chasing results that have gone nowhere! Kachansky's project could have been the answer. Can we remember that Dr. Kachansky's libido played a big part in this? Not that big of a part. Not helpful, Akrovsky. What the? How many people are in this conversation? It's like a group chat. Can we concentrate on the plant progression, not the human reproduction? Precisely, it's our job and responsibility to deliver these groups to the sabotage project, and she's staying, and we all have to wake up on time. We lost how we're working nights and weekends already, which cut down flow. Not helpful, Akrovsky. Charles Darwin said something. Albert Einstein said something. Great, my goodness, that was a long message that I couldn't be bothered to read for some reason. Normally I have patience for reading that. I was like, nope, I give up. I give up.
Machines.
We can fight them. Or try to sneak past.
Shotgun won't do much.
It is my call. I did defeat the machine. You know a brief amount of the British Isles? What, history? I've got like bits and pieces in the back of my brain. Like you got Romans and Celts and Saxons and all the fun names. I'm aware, Alva. You got a claw thing.
A vent. I think I can pull it open. Got it.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
The entrance to the complex. Looks like it's locked off.
How do I get up there? That. No. I one hit that with a stab. Ow! Alright, you wanna go? Let's go. Really? It had no health. I was just assuming it was gonna die. And then it murdered me. Don't tell me what I was killed by. I'm aware what I was killed by, game. Which way is the way out? Scan that while we're here. Got Celts, Romans, Anglos, French, Vikings. Yep. Many, many different factions.
Machines.
We can fight them,
Or should do the trick.
or try to sneak past. Your call.
Goodbye. You'll be back later. You probably won't, because I'm gonna end the stream sometime soon. Because I got stuff to go do today. So we're ending before 7. Because 7's when I gotta go. I'm thinking we got like half an hour. Drink a potion. Ow. You know what? Give me one of those pistols. That's a dead thing. Oh, and there's you. Lovely. Oh, there's one more. Of course there is. Why am I overriding? Stab it.
I've never seen anyone fight machines like you do.
That's because I'm cool and no one else is.
Now, we can find a way back into the facility.
Right. Well, I think I found a way back to the facility while I was running around doing all this. Nope. No, I didn't. I thought I saw a cave. I, in fact, did not. Do I? Like, surely. Yes, it does work. It just didn't work the other time. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Whoa!
I'm right behind you.
Okay. Good to know, Alva. It has become clear to me that you are not quite as adept at these encounters as I am, so it's become my duty to make sure you don't die.
Maybe we can get through that hatch on the ground. It looks like the one we used at the first station. There's consoles up here too!
But no way to get to them. You stay put. I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Climb that. That leads me to nothing.
There has to be another way to reach those consoles.
Through the window or not.
I think I can move these things.
Move what things? Oh! These things.
There we go. Huh. There's some space. This should help.
Maintenance bypass. So we take that to this thing. It requires a key. This opens up.
There we go.
Door. I'm noticing like a
It
sort
looks like some sort of
turntable.
conveyor. You think you can move it over to me?
Yeah. If you can hop on top of it, I can get you to those consoles.
Exactly.
You're gonna.
Hold it there. Let me just... I jumped on top.
Good. Congrats.
Hold on.
Now we're gonna pull you over to the middle.
That's good. Jumping over. Made it. I'm at the console. Wait. There's data here. A lot. But it's blocked. Something's restricting access. If I can't get past it, my mission here is doomed.
Alpha,
Okay.
I'll help. If I can, okay? But first we have to get out of here.
Right. We need to open the hatch. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm unlocking a storage unit. There should be a power cell inside. Then you need to find a way into the generator room.
Okay, I'm on it. I found the energy cell.
Now find a way into the generator room.
I'm assuming we're going through this. I don't know where it goes, but. Aha! No. Try that again.
Would you mind warning me next time you decide to, blow up a wall?
I'll, try.
Where's my energy cell?
Doesn't look like the generator's in this room. It has to be somewhere else.
Where's the energy cell? Is it back here? No. Is it back here? Nope. Is it back here? Nope. I'm confused. Maybe it's above me. Have a look around.
Locked.
I'm confused. Where? Oh, it's on the side of this. There you go.
Okay. That brought power back to the doors. You can reach me now.
On my way.
Nice. Okay, Alva. Open door.
Okay. We need to operate both consoles simultaneously to open the hatch.
On it,
I'll
boss.
get to the other console. You stay
Fine.
here.
Ready when you are.
Okay, you ready? On 2. 1, 2.
That's such a weird thing. On 2. Who does things on 2? Apparently people in this world do. What the... Whoa. Why is it all blue?
Okay, that's where we need to go.
Great.
Magnetic field engaged.
That's less great.
Initiating biomass conversion process.
What?
They eat the plants, don't they?
No, 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 no. How do I shut this thing off?
Failsafe exceeded. Test cannot be aborted.
Yeah. This is where they test the robo-death,
What is this?
the plague.
That's how the world ended.
Test complete. Adamantine reed structural integrity uncompromised.
What did we just see?
A look into the past, one might say.
Alva. Let's meet below. I'm gonna share a file with you, okay?
Test log, I think it's Tuesday
No, it's Wednesday,
the 2nd?
17th.
Who cares?
I
I'll
care.
say this for the end of the world. It's jam-packed with irony. We developed biomass conversion here. Infinite food for infinite machines. And now we're racing against time to find something to give them indigestion. Well, it works. War machines won't be able to eat the reeds. But can we deploy them in time? God, I hope so.
I don't understand.
Your ancestors? They were wiped out. Your legacy didn't tell you that?
The time of ashes. But most of the data about that is lost or forbidden.
Well, they
Why?
created machines that consumed all life. You just saw how. It's a miracle anything survived.
I don't want to know this. This is not why I'm here. I need the wisdom of my ancestors to help save my people, not forbidden knowledge of their sins. I need to find something that helps, something to bring back. The overseers will punish me. Or even worse, people will die. Do you understand?
What?
My family. My sister. I left her when she was 14. Already you could see her bones. They will starve.
Your society sucks.
Alva. Alva.
Everything about it.
I get it. I do. It's hard to explain, but you and I are working toward the same goal. And if I succeed,
True, there is a plague
your
that is
people
wiping out
won't
food sources.
need any
That
data.
could explain that.
Things will just... they will get better.
But even if I believe you, my people won't. I need to bring something back.
You want to go to my Gaia house?
Okay,
It's
then
good.
we'll go to Test Station Ivy.
Proof.
And if I can find a way to kill those vines, then I will have access to the data core. What I need is in there. I'm pretty sure that if I take it, it will unblock access to all the data that this place has. And that will give you something to bring home.
I'm not sure I understand,
You don't need to. You just need to say thank you.
but every secret makes its own maze. A diviner must persevere.
Yeah.
Go on. I'll follow.
Lovely.
We need to keep moving. Test Station Ivy can't be far off.
Guess we're going down. What time is it? It is 6:15. We got time.
Going down!
Another maze. The road to truth is never a straight line. So the metal flower, what the data refers to as adamantium reef.
That's just a dead end.
They were supposed to stop the destruction that caused the time of ashes?
Looks like it. Something went wrong.
So, I never asked. Are you from around here?
Nope, I'm a Nora.
No.
Nora's are from the east.
Enough. I spent most of my life in a place.
It's a big continent.
Oh, we both traveled a long way then.
Yep.
Cold and damp down here.
Maybe get some sleeves on your outfit. Actually, that wouldn't help the water. You would need waterproofing for that, which I don't believe any of us have for outfits. Maybe some of the plant people
Okay.
do.
Let's find a way to get into the proving ground.
Diamantum wreath, burn, dream. Flippin', yep. Interesting words that make no sense. Normally I'm all for reading those, but when they're just like, I can't make sense of them. I'm out.
That complex should be Test Station Ivy.
Well, let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'm gonna have to fight a big
so
robot.
Still.
Yeah. Keep your guard up.
This feels like I'm gonna have to fight a big robot.
It's one of those machines!
What is that? It's a bat!
We're gonna have to take it out.
Dreadwing. I thought it was Mothra. It's a bat. That's even scarier. What's that? Its fangs can be taken off. Stamina terrain container. Bomb launcher. Stealth generator. Okay. Antenna. Damage dampener. Noxious container, radar. Lots of stuff.
Get into the test station.
Weak versus fire.
With me?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay, that's the stealth. I know to use fire against it. Ow. Drink potion. And his fangs is like the hardest thing ever. Where's it gone? Oh, found it. Oh, I hit it in the eye. That thing packed damage. I see it. It may think it's the predator with its stealthiness. I think we gotta finish my.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Terrifying, but
Carrying more
amazing.
metal flowers. Well, you helped. We should be able to get into test station Ivy now.
Okay. I killed the bat. It's weird that their testing area is like a courtyard between this facility. Like, you don't think you'd want to
There
walk
has to
through
be
that.
some data here on the adamantine wreath we can use.
I trust your focus will see what mine cannot. Oh, that's interesting.
Find something?
The fourth test station. Willow. It looks like it's underwater.
Huh. That might be worth a look sometime.
Feeding the world. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indispensable for magic. Yay! That quote, it's in everything now. Ever since Thor did that one time, it was like, everyone do that. We're supposed to understand the trick once it's done. When the curtain pulls back and reveal the mirrors, yeah, I still have no idea how we achieved this act of scientific conjuring. It's not just the speed with which the projects have come together, or the stability of their results, despite the complexity of the bioengineering, isn't even the huge variety of crops that can now be made. More heat, drought, and disease resistant. It's a simple fact that all the results are tangible. No announcement in scientific journals, no celebrating predictions born from simulations. Our research has become manifest in physical artifacts. Once the dream took root in an abandoned industrial site 4 years ago, now there stands a row upon row of automated FAS farming units each that can be constructed, dream manipulation in the field. Basically, you're confused by science and don't know how it works. These robots analyze soil composition, light intensity, temperature, wind speed, and hundreds of other factors, then utilize the gene sequence created. They can select or construct a plant to produce the best yield for that location. That's cool! We should make those in real life. Of course, all of the crops these units create are best harvested by other FAS machines, but when the population is starving, our government's going to quibble about being forced to use robots to speed things up. Should I be uncomfortable? Watching Death Farrow's coffers swell with money is from a desperate and starving. Maybe, yeah, actually that's a bad thing. But you know, that's his belief, money, and drives everything. Some desperation can only be experienced by the living, and we have given them back their lives. Us, our work, powers, resources, scientists triumph together. We'll change the world. Yay! Basically, they're good farmers, isn't it?
This console's still operational.
Right. What do you have to say,
Another
console?
log.
We're done in every way. The Reeves' work, and Cobble came through on a way to destroy them. Downloading a coded key into the deployment shell triggers an enzyme that causes the Reeds to eat themselves from within. But it's too late.
Why?
The latest projections from U.S. Robot Command have swarm reproduction outpacing our ability to drop the shells by 375%.
Oh.
Not even close. I guess we deserve this. I deserve it for what I made here. This will be my last log before evacuation.
So all their efforts were in vain. They ran out of time.
At least we have the software module they created.
Do you know
It should
about
get
Zero
rid of
Dawn?
vines
It's a
produced by
very
the
fun
metal flowers.
story.
I need a workbench to load the module onto my spear.
Zero Dawn's
There's
a much
one back
nicer
at our
story than
camp.
this one.
The map showed a path leading back there past the next room.
You have a good knowledge of maps, because I don't remember that. Craft the vine cutter. I was kind of wondering there if she was going to be mad that I forced the door open. She's like, that disobeys the laws of doors!
That must be the fourth testing station we saw on the map.
Looks like it's been flooded for a while.
Margin the Fussy has resigned. It is with regret that I resign. I share that regret, Margine. Marge. He served as an excellent deputy, but no single person is above the team or the project. I came to create life, not destroy it. After all we achieved together, I did not expect such a lack of vision. Yes, our research has shifted direction, but biomass conversion is no different from burning wood in a stove or distilling ethanol from molasses. It's a method to release solar energy that was captured originally, organically. Yes, there are military applications for this technology, but that does not mean there is a logical moral argument against biomass conversion itself. To say so is emotional petulance, plain and simple. Why is it with these people using quotes of dead people to satisfy their point? Like, people who make quotes are still just normal people. You don't have to quote them. You make your own opinion. The saddest aspect of life right now is science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Isaac Asimov. But Nafasi to end her letter with a quotation made it a direct attack. Childish, disappointing, personal. Any sadness I might have had about her departure left me in that moment. I wish her luck with whatever position she is able to find. But the greenhouse will continue on the stronger now as free of such narrow thinking. I'll sum up with another quote, one better suited to the circumstances. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Mary Curie. Great. Your quotes don't justify anything, you numpties. They're just quotes.
In here. We'll have
You're
to
just
climb
saying
up.
someone else said a thing
Right
one
behind
time.
you!
We can use the line to get down.
Right! Easy!
Where am I on the map? Oh, I'm in like... Not darkness until needed. Go.
I still can't believe you took on all these soldiers by yourself. But we'd better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements. They could be here any time.
Right.
Okay. Make me a special gear. The Vine Cutter. Also, what we got here? Sun-touched bow, can't make it. Can't break this, but I don't want to, as always. I can do this one. The cleaving sharp shot bow. Hell yeah. And again. Can I do one more? Nope, I need shell snapper shell bolts. Okay. Solid upgrade though. 6 outfits I can't bother to upgrade. Ammo crafting, potion crafting. How much to make one of these? Make one. Nice.
Now what?
Now, we get to that data core.
As I was saying, I still can't believe you took on all these soldiers by yourself. But we'd better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements. They could be here any time.
Right.
So what you're saying is your reinforcements are on their way, and we're going to be mad about it. Which way is it? Metal flower? Nope. You know what? What's the time? Time is 6:30. I think we'll stop. Does the game auto-save? I'm gonna trust that it auto-saved when I made the thing, because I don't think there's a campfire near me. Go! Like I said, short stream today, but I got a place to go. Yay! Also, I think because I didn't sleep as well today, I'm a bit tired. Like, you know, I ran out of steam a bit quicker today. So it's probably good that I'm going sooner. Otherwise I would have driven myself into the ground. We're not there yet, luckily. But, you know, thanks for the cool time. I'm gonna make this outro pretty quick. Because, you know, I don't need to say much. Thanks for being here. We talked about TV for a bit. It was good. Movies for a bit. It was good. History, randomly. Anytime you can bring up history, that's usually fun. Learn a bit. Share a bit. Good time. Don't know if we're back with this more tomorrow. I have a thing tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to take. We'll see. Keep your eyes peeled on the Discord, I guess, for the notification. If it's happening, you'll find out. Otherwise, Saturday? Actually, there might be something going on Saturday. Flipping out, it's a busy week. Sunday. For sure. If nothing else, we'll be here on Sunday. But before then, either Thursday or Friday, hopefully. Or both. Not Thursday or Friday, Thursday or Saturday. Friday is always a no. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I confuse my words anymore. But yeah, you have a good day. Good evening. Bye-bye.